All right, so in this tutorial, we're going to talk about newsprint advertising and layout design and starting to build an ad that speaks to that audience. So most of your layout art departments, you'll receive, as the artist, you'll receive information from the sales rep in a variety of ways. Sometimes it's electronical, sometimes it's paper. Either way, it's going to outline the information of what you got to put together in the ad. So we see here in this Microsoft Word document, the sales rep has already collaborated with the client. They have gotten the information from the client, what the client wants in the ad. The sales reps, may not know how to put together the ads. They may not know how to do InDesign or anything like that, but they understand what sells, and so they have collaborated with the client, collected the information, and now they present it to you. And so it could be in a Word document like this, or in a, like I said, or in a form, paper form, but they're going to tell you who the client is. In this case, it's Dory's Electrical, and the logo is attached. The headline, as I'll show you guys in a second, that's what goes at the top of the page to help capture the attention. Remember, our audience needs to know, who is this? What do you want from me? Who is this? What are you selling to me? And how do I get in touch with you? So we have to develop the visual hierarchy for that. We got to grab their attention, hold their attention long enough to read the article, or rather the ad, in one pass. And if they're interested and they've assigned a value to it, they'll read it a second pass to get the details of the information and things like that. So we always start with a headline that goes at the top, always goes at the top, hence the name headline. Subhead, in this particular case, it's the offer itself. That's got to really jump off of the page here. Because, like we said, that's what our audience is looking at in terms of what are you selling me? I need to know. If they've assigned a value to this that they want to take advantage of it, then they'll read this part, the body copy, the details of the offer, on the second pass, and they'll read this information and this information on the second pass as well. So in the hierarchy of it, we've got to make the headline jump out. The offer is the most important thing. That's really got to jump out. And then who it is. Who it is. What are they selling me? So who it is has got to jump off of that page, that ad first, and the offer's got to jump out of that page, off of that page, before who, it jumps off the page. So that's our visual hierarchy when we start building this ad together. So we would start with really playing up the offer, dropping in our logo, and just kind of start piecing things together. I usually start with the headline first, so that's what we'll do. And so I'll take my text box, and I'm going to draw my text box out, and I know high contrast, like this is going to be black and white ad, so high contrast becomes kind of important. It draws the eye towards things. It helps catch the eye, and anything that I can do to help catch the eye to this is going to be beneficial. So I'm going to make this black because it's black and white ad. And actually, let's click off this for a second. And let's click off it, and let's make the fill black. And then we're going to click on it again with my type tool. And we're going to make my type paper. Whoops. And we're going to center my text, and I'm going to make sure my text is, I just hit Command B, but I don't want to align it to the top. I want it to align to the center of my box, like so. And we're going to set it to my headline. Don't be shocked. Copy it. Paste it. And take that stroke off of it. And again, I want to catch their attention with this. So what I might do is I might take my box, shrink it back a bit, get it all on one line. And I'm going to use my scale tool. Just going to scale it nice and big. And I'm going to raise it up a little bit. Whoops, not with the scale tool though. Adjust my box a little bit. Again, so I'm pushing it up. And I'm looking at this border here. I don't want my text to go past that. So I'm going to give it a nice space to it. And now we're going to edit this for some contrast purposes. So I'm going to make my text white paper. And I'm going to make my fill black. And now I have some instant contrast. So this is where I would start at, is getting my headline nice and big, nice contrast, the eyes drawn towards large blocks of color, large elements in general. And so this is where I would start at with my headline and start building my ad after building it kind of around this. We'll build the offer, we'll drop in an image, we'll drop in a logo, all that kind of stuff. I'll show you all that stuff in other tutorials so that this tutorial doesn't get too long. But this is how we break down the copy given to us by our sales reps and how we start building the ad using the headline in our layout designs.